I am here today with Schales. I said it right. I had to hurry and memorize that. And Chelsea of Camp Carew. Ladies, welcome. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
So tell me a little bit about what Camp Carew is. It is
exciting. So Camp Carew is in Carew Village. Carew Village is a children's agency in Assumption, Illinois. But camp is right here, just a little outside of Carbondale, and it is on the shores of Little Grassy Lake. For 6 or 7 weeks every summer, we provide Christian camping to kids, and then also Camp Carew is available for groups to rent all season long.
That's exciting. So I grew up with Vacation Bible School and stuff like that. Is it kind of focused on that?
It is. So those 6 to 7 weeks are Christian camping with a Christian message every week, and staff focused on helping kids really just learn to be closer to God through nature. And the setting is just amazing. We would really encourage you to check out our website, campcarew.org, to see the pictures of the beautiful setting on Little Grassy Lake.
So how many years has this been going on for?
This last year was our 71st year.
75 years?
71st.
Wow. And how long have both of you been a part of that?
So I have been with Carew Village for 30 years, and Camp Carew was acquired by Carew Village in 2021. Previously, the Presbytery of Southeastern Illinois had helped support Camp Carew, but starting in January 2021, Carew Village took over that support.
And how long for you?
So Friday will be my 1 month anniversary.
Yay!
I was part of Carew Village several years ago. I was out there for almost 3 years. I worked in our rec department. Then I left and went to law school for a few years down here in Southern Illinois, and then came back. It's been, like I said, it'll be a month on Friday. So today was my first time at camp. We got to go out there before we came out here today. So it was pretty amazing, pretty emotional for me because I had my kids when I was down here in law school. So we hung out in McCanda a lot, and we did a lot of time at Little Grassy Lake. And so it was really cool to just kind of bring it all full circle.
That is pretty cool. So 30 years.
30 years.
How much has changed at camp over the last 30 years?
Well, actually, the camp director, Dan Carew, was sharing some of that with us today. Certainly now, and just this last summer, we have several air-conditioned hogans for kids to
Oh, these kids don't know the struggles then, do they?
Right, and
right.
I also pointed out for Chelsea, so I've been down to camp several times, but the non-air-conditioned rustic hogan structures are still standing, so kids do have the choice. They can sleep in those, which are a little more authentic camping experience, but in terms of the several air-conditioned and heated buildings, which is great for year-round rental, definitely for groups to come and enjoy that. But really, the structure of camp, the mission of camp has stayed steady for 71 years.
So Chelsea, did you say your kids are going through this or had or getting ready to?
I'm going to try and bring them down this summer.
Okay.
So we just being down here for school and things like that, we were just kind of out in the community. So they're not super excited about outdoorsy things. So we'll see if they'll do an overnight camp, but we do have day camps too.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're talking about just different camp programs. So some of them are themed weeks. So one of the camp director, one of his favorites, I think, is probably the photography camp he was talking about. So they have that and different themed weeks. So it's not just your vacation Bible study.
That's nice. So they're basically trying to find interest of these kids today. And, I didn't have a choice, growing up, but it was great because I didn't really go kicking and screaming back in Kansas. But I definitely, once I got there, it was one of those things. And I think it's a kid thing too. Once you get there, you have fun. It's just, you need your parents to kind of encourage you and support you in that way. For definitely. So what are some of the other themed weeks that did he mention?
Yeah, so we have a high adventure camp. So that's for a little bit older kids. And they do some obviously supervised structured rock climbing in the area. And then we have a horseback camp also. So using a local horseback provider to do some of that. But every camp has fishing and canoeing and hiking and nature education. So
I'm always amazed at, I had taught for a period of time too, and just even though we live in this amazing area, how many people and how many of the kids have never experienced hiking, fishing, some of the things that you're talking about for the very first time when they go to these camps, they're getting to experience that, where many of us, that was just like, we were, mom and dad said, out the door you go and don't come in until the sun goes down kind of thing. And so it's amazing to have this opportunity for these kids in the area. So the money being raised today, is it earmarked for anything? Are you raising anything for something specific?
So camp scholarships, because we really want to make that camping experience that you were talking about available to any child. So the money would go to camp scholarships to make sure children who are interested, families who are interested in sending their kids to Camp Carew are able to do that.
So just roughly, what is the cost to send one person to these camps so that people have an idea of what the scholarships run?
So about $300 would absolutely cover most of the camps. Horseback riding runs a little more because of the cost for the horseback riding. The photography camp last year was more because they did travel to the Western United States, which was really special.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't think this summer we'll do that, but still, if there's more travel involved, there's a little more cost. But $300 can absolutely send a child to camp.
That is amazing. And obviously, those memories are priceless. You have the opportunity to do things that you wouldn't normally have. And, I was convinced that my parents wanted me to go to Vacation Bible School was not only for me to get, learn a little bit more about God, but they needed a break from me. Right. And so we talk about that, but it's always an opportunity for parents to then, maybe do some things that are faith-based for them as well during that period of time, and learn a little bit more about how they can make room and time for God in their life. Because I will tell you, those of you that are moms, I know you work like full-time jobs and full-time parenting. And so making time to have God present in your life is probably a stretch, but I think those camps are always good for parents too, to make sure that they have an opportunity to feel a little bit closer and hope. And I think when you have some of these Christian-based programs, especially camps, it's a win-win, I think, because you're not only giving them the opportunity to be better, be outside with nature that God provided, but you're also helping them, with the spiritual growth of themselves. And so that we can never have too much of that part of our elements. So anything else that you want to share with the audience about the experiences these kids go through, or that you want them to know about the camp?
Just how amazing the setting is, how wonderful our staff are. I always encourage parents who are a little hesitant, their kid has never gone away to a sleepaway camp. The camp staff, I can say without hesitation, is such a loving, caring group, and that they should contact our director, and they can come take a tour. Maybe if they're hesitant, to do that, to take that step, get on campcarew.org, contact our camp director, make a time to come and see camp and see how much fun and how much your kids can learn.
So a month in, you've already been out there, still very impressed?
Oh, absolutely. And that's one thing about our organization entirely, and something that just brought me back home is, she's been here, say 30 years. My former boss just celebrated his 40th anniversary. So it's a family. Everyone is very, very invested in our mission. And so I think when we were talking to the director, he was talking about the photography camp and the kids that he took out there. And he said they traveling, and all of a sudden one of them asked, "What is that?" And he said, "Those are mountains."
Oh my gosh.
So that's huge, right? These are kids that maybe aren't not only going to not make it to Southern Illinois, but maybe not out of their hometown or something like that. So the kids that we are trying to focus on bringing out there, the scholarships allow them something that they would have never had exposure to at all. And so that to me is that's why I'm here. That's why I came back, and I'm super excited about it.
That's amazing. Thank you guys for both coming in to talk about the camp. And everybody, if you want to donate and get these kids out, man, we know that they need to get out into nature. These kids need to get into nature, and parents, it's okay to let them go away and they're safe, right? They're safe. They're going to have fun. Day camps, if you're a little hesitant, start with the day camp, and then go into some of the other full camps. They're themed. There's something, I'm guessing, for everybody. And so look in the description, scroll down 3 easy steps, click on that link, and then go to Camp Carew and donate. And a typical scholarship for one student is around $300. So anything you put towards that will help give a child the opportunity for maybe the first time to see mountains, right? we can't take for granted for a lot of these things, but ladies, thank you both for coming in and sharing your experiences with us today. Good luck on raising money today.
Thank you.